Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTech. In today's video, I'll try to compare the Poco X3 Pro versus Poco F3 GT. Which phone to buy right now? So these are the most requested video from plenty of my subscribers. So they are actually planning to buy the Poco X3 Pro, but they are really confused. Should they spend extra money and buy the Poco F3 GT or not? That's what this video is about. Let's see what are the factors makes the Poco F3 GT to spend extra money to buy instead of Poco X3 Pro. That is what I'm going to exactly explain in this video. Is it worth of upgrading from the Poco X3 Pro to the Poco F3 GT or not? This is another question also I'll try to answer. So right now in this video I'll try to talk each and every small topic. For example, performance, display, camera, battery charging, build quality, final conclusion. So each and everything I'll try to talk about in this entire video. Even the connectivity as well, that's another main thing. I'll try to focus all the small things in this video. So in case if you're planning to buy and if you're really confused, this video will be definitely helpful for a lot of other users. So first let's start with the performance wise. So regarding the performance, the Poco X3 Pro has got the Snapdragon 860 chipset in this phone, and the Poco F3 GT has got the Dimensity 1200. So which is more powerful? Obviously the Dimensity 1200 is powerful. So let me just show you at least the benchmark scores. Some users, they do prefer the benchmark scores. I do know the benchmark scores not always matters, but still I just want to show you how much the difference you can actually expect. As you can see, the difference in the benchmark scores, it's not huge difference, I would say. So at this moment, the Dimensity processor in the Poco F3 GT, I'm not getting that kind of highest benchmark scores. In the Realme X1 Max, I was able to get the higher benchmark scores. In the OnePlus Nord 2 as well, because those two phones, they do Realme X1 Max was the highest one, which got close to even 7 lakhs as well. The highest score in the Poco F3 GT so far I got, I'm going to show you. So 6,23,000 is my highest score in the Poco F3 GT. This is how much I can actually raise. So in case if you want to care about the benchmark series, how much the difference can it be there between both phones in terms of the benchmark wise. So even the performance, day-to-day performance, I did feel slightly better in the Poco F3 GT, just a little bit. So normal applications you won't feel much difference, but gaming I need to do in-depth testing. So testing both phones 90 FPS side by side, so then we'll be able to understand it better. So I'll try to do that video as soon as possible. But overall, in terms of the RAM management, in terms of the faster applications opening and the games, I did feel the Poco F3 GT slightly having advantage over the Snapdragon 860. Yes. So even the default graphics settings also, both phones are completely kind of close to each other in terms of the default, but I think the Poco X3 Pro can support up to HDR and extreme settings as well. Yes, that's the one thing you should remember. So right now we didn't get that kind of update in the Poco F3 GT at this moment. So maybe next update the things might get fixed. At this moment we cannot play with the HDR and extreme is not supported. HDR and extreme is supported in the Poco X3 Pro device. So that's the one thing you can definitely understand when comparing side by side. So for gaming, which is best? So it doesn't matter friends what phone you pick, the gaming will be really great in both phones ultimately. Yes, so even the Poco X3 Pro is also really good for this kind of budget. The best gaming phone I would say, the Poco X3 Pro. Yes. So I'll try to do the drop test side by side, so then you will be able to understand which phone has got what type of performance very soon. I'll try to do that. So first let me show you exactly the graphic settings. So HDR and extreme settings is not available in that phone, and here in the HDR and extreme settings is available in the Poco X3 Pro by default, as you can see the difference. So regarding the performance, you won't feel much notice, but definitely I would pick the Poco F3 GT slightly. Yes. And next is a display. So in terms of the display, which phone is the best display? Obviously the Poco F3 GT, which has got 10-bit color panel in this phone, and AMOLED panel, 120Hz refresh rate and 480Hz touch sampling rate. So the Poco F3 GT, Poco X3 Pro, Poco X3 Pro has got 120Hz and 240Hz touch sampling rate and IPS LCD panel. So if you use the Poco X3 Pro, that's okay, no problem, you won't be able to notice much. But if you compare both phones side by side, when you try to hold this phone and when you try to use this display, you will definitely fall in love with this display. Yes, display is another biggest thing which I like about this Poco F3 GT, which is my favorite thing as well, the display. Yes, absolutely, the display is really good in the Poco F3 GT. There are some other issues regarding the screen bleeding and other issues, but still if you try to reboot the device, the problem will solve. So if not, you can actually return the phone as well if you want, but still the display I did like in the Poco F3 GT when compared with the Poco X3 Pro. It's really good in this phone. Having high touch sampling rate and having the really AMOLED panel is also another advantage in the Poco F3 GT device. That's one more thing. In the brightness also slightly feels more on the Poco F3 GT, the brightness. Yes, as you can see the brightness slightly more it did feel in the Poco F3 GT when compared with the Poco X3 Pro device in terms of the brightness levels as well. So one thing I can definitely say that slightly better display will be looking on this phone, and the bezels are slightly slim on the bottom side as well. Yes, the bottom bezels are really slim in the bottom, as you can see when compared with this thick bezel. Let's measure it exactly. Now you'll be able to understand clearly the bottom bezels. So overall, the display wise, the Poco F3 GT is really good in terms of the display. I did like the Poco F3 display more than the Poco X3 Pro. Yes, so display is another advantage in this phone as well. Next, the camera part. So regarding the front cam, I did notice huge difference. I mean, the wide angle is really good in the Poco F3 GT when compared with the close shots in the Poco X3 Pro. So Poco X3 Pro has got really very close shot. So very close shot. As you can see the wide angle, how it is in the Poco F3 GT when compared with this one. So the selfie cams will be really good. Selfie shots will be really good in the Poco F3 GT. That's the one thing I can definitely say that regarding the camera section. So regarding the back cam, both are kind of close to each other only, friends. I can do the separate comparison review in case if you wanted. I will definitely do as soon as possible. But overall, I did not see much kind of difference regarding the back cam. But regarding the front cam, I did see the difference. Yes, regarding the front cam only. So next regarding the battery and the charging. So battery capacity, obviously both are kind of close to each other, 5000 mAh of battery capacity, nothing much different. So you'll be expecting similar kind of battery draining as well while charging, while doing the battery draining test. I did get about 600 to 7 hours of continuous playing game, and same thing applies for the Poco F3 GT as well. Yes, so it's no problem at all in terms of the battery backup, and charging speed also kind of slightly close to each other, because even though you do have the 67 watts charger in this phone, but still the charging speed is quite similar to the normal 33 watts only. So nothing much difference you can actually expect in this kind of charging battery range as well. So next, regarding the connectivity. So regarding connectivity, which phone is best regarding Wi-Fi and 4G and 5G? Obviously the Poco F3 GT is best because it has got 5G 2 band support. This doesn't have any kind of 5G. That's the one thing you should know. And regarding the Wi-Fi, both are completely same. And regarding the 4G data also, I did not feel much kind of difference regarding the 4G. Both are completely same regarding 4G. No issues with the 4G. That's the one thing which I can definitely say, that I did not see huge difference between both phones in terms of the connectivity, apart from 5G and 4G phone. That's it. And next, regarding the build quality. So build quality is another biggest advantage for the Poco F3 GT. Yes, friends, because build quality is very good. You do get the gaming triggers. Not only that, and you are getting RGB lighting on the back side and an aluminum frame on the back side. That's another fantastic thing. And the back panel will not vibrate at higher volumes. It won't vibrate. No, the Poco X3 Pro will vibrate a lot in the back side on this area. In this particular portion, it will vibrate a lot. That's the one thing which I was just mentioning. So you should know on the vibrations on the backside. But this phone, no vibrations. Even with high volume, no issues in terms of the vibrations in the Poco F3 GT device. So this is the final conclusion, friends, regarding both phones. So now let's conclude which phone is best in terms of the performance. Poco F3 GT. Display, Poco F3 GT. Camera, both are same. Battery and charging, both are same. Build quality, Poco F3 GT. As you can see, so most of the points for Poco F3 GT flavor only. So in case if you have the budget to buy the Poco F3 GT, you can buy it. Otherwise, no problem. Even the Poco F3 Pro also, Poco X3 Pro also really good for this kind of price, and you're getting really good performance. That's the one strong point for this Poco X3 Pro. That is what I can definitely conclude in this video. And in case if you have any other queries, don't forget to check the playlist which I have created for the Poco F3 GT. That playlist will give you the clear idea what is happening with the phone, and you can get complete idea before actually buying the device. See you in the next video, friends. I'll stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.